Hey, family.
It's your girl, Nancy Drew.
And Mama C.
And we're back with another episode of Two Black Mothers. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and share.
And don't forget the notification button. And leave your comments below. We'll be sure to get back with you.
Go to
Time
bed.
for bed.
Even if it's spring break.
I know.
Two Black Mothers. All right. So it is Money Making Monday. And we are back at it. Looks like you have some calm, or is that some wine?
No, it's calm. It's calm. I am winding down. I am wine down. I'm telling you, these kids, and you know what? They have not been calling until
you hit record. Mm-hmm.
As soon as I hit record.
Monday through Friday at 8:00.
Yes. But he's with one of the boys that call him all the time. He's with his.
Oh, he's still there.
Friend. Yeah, he's still there. They've been gone. This child woke up at 3:00 in the morning, ready to go. 3 in the morning. I had to make him go to sleep, take a nap at 9:00 this morning because he was so eager and ready to go. I'm like, they're coming. Go take a nap. When I tell you he's ready. He's ready. I'm blocking them. I don't know who these kids are, but I am blocking them right now. What's going on? You okay?
Who, me or the kids?
Yeah, I heard a boom. I heard a boom.
Oh, my light kind of tipped over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm blocking them. But it's spring break. It is spring break, and I wish I can get rid of my kids.
Me too. Do you know
somewhere I'm about to say you will be bring them over there?
Do you know somewhere I can send them?
No. Not here. Not here. No. Trying to get rid of mine. Trying to get rid of them. No. But go ahead. What were we talking about?
So it's Monday, and we're gonna get into the hot topics. Over the weekend, Diddy was still trending. What else was trending over the weekend? Who?
He spoke out. Brother Love.
Yes, he did. He didn't say much though.
He didn't, and of course he wasn't gonna say much. What he did was he danced around the conversation because it was video circulating about him dancing and partying, and of course he's out there putting on a show. Of course, he wanted everybody to think that everything is good, everything is copacetic.
And they are just releasing all type of videos, any type of interview anybody has done and said anything about him, they are spinning it, even if it wasn't even that deep. Like, they gonna make it like, oh, that's what they were talking about back then. So, we shall see how it goes. You know, my boy Boosie, he had something to say, the same thing that I was saying last week, like, where are your friends?
Let's go into Boosie Badass. Let's go into Boosie because he was one of the first ones to speak out. He was one of the first ones, and I mean, I'm really not a big fan of Boosie Badass. I
love Boosie. I wish he'd invite me to the
music fan and his fan, two different things. I like his music, some of it, but him as a person, I think he needs some mental help.
I love Boosie.
Him as a person?
Yeah.
Have you heard some of the comments that he say? That man just says anything off the top of his dome.
As he should.
He needs to filter that. And I don't even think it comes off the top of his dome. I really think it comes off the top of his ass. Because he is really like, he just say and do some of the craziest things. But this time,
he was right.
I agree with him. He was right. I agree with him.
Because if I've been throwing parties for the past 25, 30 years, and y'all all been coming, popping champagne with me, hugging me in pictures and stuff like that, I would think that if people started saying that I was just this bad person, I take advantage of people and I do all these things, that somebody would say something.
Yeah. Nobody said anything for Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. Nobody said anything for R. Kelly.
Mm-mm.
Nobody. And they was all in the business. Nobody said, I don't even remember anybody saying anything for Michael Jackson.
Uh-uh. So that means that no celebrities have any real friends, because I would think that you would say something.
Yeah, yeah. Did you watch Jeffrey Epstein's story over the weekend?
I did not.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
I told you our station was not working.
Oh yeah. I sent the email.
Every time I hit play, it wasn't working after 2 minutes.
They had some technical difficulties, so we have to figure a way around you.
But we should have been prorated for the month because it ain't worked in a month.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out because I don't want to. But we'll talk about it offline. But yes, but you got to watch Jeffrey Epstein. So there was a news report on CNN, and the first thing, and so they talked to R. Kelly lawyers about Diddy case. They talked to a forensic science about Diddy case, and they talked to another lawyer that's in the New York side about Diddy case. They talked about it. And of course, R. Kelly lawyer was like, this is bigger than R. Kelly. Of course, they said that. They said this case is bigger than R. Kelly because it has the sex trafficking in it. So they say this case is bigger than R. Kelly's. But the CNN reporters and lawyers, they compared this to Jeffrey Epstein.
I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch it and see what he did. I was looking at TikTok the other night and came across an interview. Do you remember the dad from Seventh Heaven?
What's Seventh
Heaven? When I see their happy faces smiling back at me.
Was this our show or was this the white? Okay, but then probably not.
Seventh Heaven was like the Dwight Family Matters, basically.
Seven Heavens.
And it was seven, a family of seven. That was my show. I used to watch Seventh Heaven all the time, but a clip came up on TikTok of him.
Oh yeah. Okay. I remember it. I didn't watch it like that.
Okay.
I remember Jessica. Yeah, I remember the cast. I didn't watch it like that, but I remember it.
The dad did an interview. The man who played the dad did an interview, and he is a pedophile. I mean, can I say that? He is a pedo. He is a pedo.
You already done said it. Really? So the dad did an interview and said himself. He
said he has a problem. He said that he has made a move on a 10-year-old. Yeah. And this was prior to the show. So I'm like,
where the video? Why didn't you send it to me?
Type it in on TikTok. What's his real name?
Eric, is it? No, Stephen Collins is his real name.
Okay, so type in Stephen Collins interview. I was gonna repost it on my Tiki, but I've been really busy this past weekend.
Oh my God. Let's see. Let me bring it up because you got to show me which one.
Okay, right there where he's sitting there talking to that lady.
Okay, yep, that was on.
How old was the victim?
She was 10.
Tell us what happened.
Well,
So first of all, he started off by saying in 1973, there was 2 occasions. Like that was.
How is he out? Why is he not in jail?
And that was before Seventh Heaven. So these 5 kids that was filming with him every day was filming with a pedo for years. Like, did he do something to them? I don't know. But why is he free?
All right, let's go into it.
In 1973, there were 2 occasions when I exposed myself to this young woman. And several months later, she came to visit, and she and I were watching TV alone together, and I
Can you pause?
took her hand, and
He's still confused, because why did he say this young woman? Why he didn't say this child?
Yeah, that's what somebody said. A
she's
teen
not a
girl
woman.
is not a young woman. It's a child.
She's not a woman at all.
He's not confused. He know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, why did she come to visit? She don't come to. Who dropped her off? She's not driving. What is it? A family member?
Probably
Who
was.
is it?
Probably was.
Oh my God.
moved it in such a way that she was touching me inappropriately. I knew that something unthinkably wrong had just happened that I couldn't take back. And I think we both just sat there. We really didn't move a muscle. And after about what I recall is about 45 seconds, I took her hand and moved it back. I waited a couple of minutes because I just didn't know what to do or say. And then I got up and left the room.
But a decade later, and the same year he met his wife on the set of Tales of the Gold Monkey, he says it happened again.
There were 2 times in 1982, 20 years ago, in 1994, when I exposed myself to 2 different teenage girls. There was no physical contact of any kind with either of them.
Do you remember the look on these girls' faces?
The look on the one in 1982 was such that it immediately just stopped everything cold. It was clear that she was disoriented and frightened, and that just made me want to stop and cover up, and I did.
How old were these girls in 1982 and 1994?
They were 13 and 14.
Did you find this sexually gratifying?
Not at all. I mean, not at all. It was not exciting. It was not gratifying. There was no gratification.
Why you did it?
Exactly.
Then why did you do it?
Exactly.
It was a combination of
Crazy.
poor impulse control,
No.
arrogance, 25-year-old arrogance.
When was the first moment you realized that you had these impulses, an attraction to prepubescent or underage girls?
No, that's the thing. And I absolutely do not have that attraction. I am not attracted to underage girls. Keep in mind that the only time there was any physical contact with an underage girl was in 1973. And the incident in 1982, God help me, took advantage. That's not the right word, but I acted impulsively.
I think taking advantage may be
maybe it is exactly the right word.
Are you a pedophile?
I do not fit the either clinical or dictionary definition of it, but I'm absolutely not attracted, physically or sexually attracted to children.
He confused.
Never tempted?
No.
Never had the urge?
He did.
That seems sort of weird to me.
Right.
If this is a pattern of behavior that you could go for several years and not have that inclination.
Because I didn't walk around thinking, oh boy, I could do something now, but no, I'm not going to. I don't white knuckle this. This is not something I'm not fighting with. It's not like if I miss therapy next week, something's going to happen.
Are there any other women out there?
Exactly.
No.
How old was the victim?
Ciao. And he is still, well, no, because no one has brought charges against him. So therefore, he can still walk around a free person because
and just tell you about it.
And tell you about it because no one has brought charges against him.
And he probably ain't got a dime now for nobody anyway. So when last time he was working?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what his
scroll down some. Oh yeah, that's just saying he confessed. Yeah, I want to hear from the cast. I want to hear from the cast. Like, did you feel anything was inappropriate going on, or was everything normal? Because I just feel like if you had them urges in 1973 for a 10-year-old, all them kids was young on set, a Seventh Heaven. I mean, they grew up over the years, but when they started, they was little.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Craziness of a story that this man is still walking around admits to touching, like he don't even have to register as a I'm so scared about saying it. Yes, yes.
S-O?
SP. Whatever, we know what we're talking about. He doesn't have to register himself as that because he has not been accused, has not been charged or convicted of that crime. So he don't even have to register as that. But he is free to walk around, and yeah, it happened 30 years ago, and then it happened 20 years ago. What if it happened now? Like, is these flare-ups like allergy season? Like, what if it happened now?
He definitely has flare-ups, like, 1973, and then it didn't happen again until 1972, and then the last time was 1994. Like, you definitely having flare-ups.
Exactly.
Say, well, it's not an attraction. Well, what is it?
It's craziness. It don't have to be it's not an attraction, but it's a sickness. You have a mental sickness. You have a mental something going on that you are acting on that reaction. Not only are you thinking about it, but you're acting on it. It wasn't a mistake that you took her hand and moved it towards you. That was not a mistake. That was a action. And he gets to walk around and tell about it. I really believe that, like, things like this, I don't know, he needs to be able to, he should file. It should be a voluntary file, because if you're
if you admitted it,
yes, you need to be able to file so people will know.
Right.
There may be, not even maybe, that we shouldn't leave kids around you.
Oh, it just made me think about, like, all the scenes where my child sit on your lap because you daddy in the show. Like, what was your thought process then? How were you looking at my child? Because clearly he's sick. He say he don't see any attraction, but you said the first girl was 10.
Exactly. And how old was he? Because he said when he did it in 98, he was 25.
He was not 25 in 98. He was the dad. He was old with, I don't know what year he was.
No, I guess so. 80 something. He was 25 or something like. Well, I don't even think he was 25 at 80. Was he 25 when he did with the 10-year-old in 1970? Because he was
25 when he exposed himself to the 13-year-old.
So the 10-year-old, he was younger,
I guess.
The 10-year-old was first. So the 10-year-old, he was younger.
Maybe he was 18.
18. Okay, so it's just too many occasions for you not to brand yourself as a
pedo.
I'm just sorry.
Sickness. It's not like if I miss therapy, I'm gonna just run over and find somebody. It doesn't happen more than once. We don't know what you do when you miss therapy.
And maybe it does happen like that. Maybe you did miss therapy that day, or maybe you did.
What year did Seventh Heaven start?
Let's see.
Because I really feel like he stopped at when the last time he said 1994.
Well, he's 76 right now.
Mm-hmm.
He was born in 1947. October 1st, 1940.
So why he say 25 with the 13-year-old? Sir, you were 30 something with the 10-year-old.
He can't count either. Or we wasn't listening right. Either or.
But what year did the Seventh Heaven start? What year did Seventh Heaven start?
Seven Heaven. First episode, 1996.
So yeah, like I said, I feel like he said the last time it happened
in 98?
94. He said
right
the last
before
time.
the show.
That's what I was gonna say. I believe that the show started after he gonna say the last time it happened, so that it doesn't seem like anything could have happened while he was filming or anything. Yeah, he purposely stopped at 94, but he lying.
So, and it went on to 2007.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was little kids and they went all the way to becoming adults on Seventh Heaven. Like I watched Seventh Heaven the whole time.
So, but nobody has come out and said, "Oh, he touched me," from Seventh Heaven.
I guess not. But I told you, some people will take it to their grave.
Some people will. Some people will not. Some people will want to take that money with them to their grave.
And he got some money. What's his net worth?
Oh, let's see. Probably not.
If it ain't no money to get, then
they should get it from the network.
Seventh Heaven don't get no don't play no reruns.
They sure don't. Wasn't not a good show, but it stayed on for a long time.
On for 10 years.
It stayed on for a long time. He don't have a network.
Exactly. So there's no need to sue because they only sue people with a network.
Because 3 million. He got 3 million.
He got no money. Because you only gonna sue for some money because at this point they ain't gonna lock him up unless you got some evidence.
Yeah. Well, his evidence is the truth. He just told. He said,
I stopped at 94. I stopped that right before I met these kids.
Ain't no way. And did he said it's not like I missed therapy. Did he go to therapy?
He didn't say. He just said it's not like if I miss therapy that I'm triggered to do something. Because he said there's no attraction.
He a lie. He a lie. All right, well, let's go into our next. Oh my God, what is going on with our people? Let's go into our next topic, which is Mr. Take That. He spoke out. He broke his silence after home raid, allegedly, and this is what he had to say about it.
Youth was, for me, it's been baby love.
Diddy breaking his silence on social media amid speculation the embattled music mogul could face criminal charges after his homes were raided by federal agents last week.
The government likely has a very strong case against Diddy. They don't execute these types of search warrants until they have talked to witnesses, have gathered evidence, and they believe they have an ironclad case.
For the first time since news broke, Diddy broke his silence, sharing snaps of his youngest daughter on Easter Sunday. No sign of his apparent legal woes in the caption. Happy Easter from Baby Love.
Baby Love, I gotta get these steps in.
In December 2020, Diddy surprised fans when he announced he's a dad of 7, welcoming Love Sean Combs, who's now 1 with Dana Tran.
Just watching her and being present, and watching her just like look around and discover things. It has me like rediscover things. Like, yeah, I've been on my phone. I forgot that was that's a tree. You looking at a tree? Oh, look at that bird. It's just the simple things that is really just, giving me like a reset and just a true blessing from God.
Meanwhile, Love's mom also shared some festive moments, spending the holiday at Kimora Lee Simmons' Easter Bash. Also there, Diddy's eldest son, Quincy. The 32-year-old loving on his baby sis, all smiles and appearing unfazed by last week's drama.
Where's the other
Quincy's
boy?
brothers, King and Justin, in handcuffs as Homeland Security raided Diddy's Beverly Hills estate. Their investigation reportedly surrounding sex trafficking allegations.
People in the home are traditionally detained during raids for a few reasons. The safety of the agents executing the raids, so they don't flee, and so they don't destroy evidence. Ultimately, I think Diddy is going to be indicted by a grand jury. The maximum potential sentence for sex trafficking is life in federal prison.
Days after Quincy Simmons had a brush with law enforcement, his biological father, Al B. Sure, posted a public plea. Come home. The door is wide open. You're safe here, son.
I don't know what the future holds.
Wait a minute. Where Al been?
Exactly. That's exactly what I posted.
32.
Where you been?
Where you been, Al?
You just wanted to say
you didn't have to fake a public cry. You could call my phone. If you don't know my number at 32, we don't even need to talk.
He just wanted to be notarized.
He just wanted to be on ET.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to be. I mean, what? What would be the reason for you to say publicly you could come on home to your bio dad? Like, what? What are you talking about?
If he wanted to come home, he would have went home years ago.
Years ago, or maybe you would have came and got me.
Exactly. Especially after your mom passed away,
right.
You would have thought, hey. But his mom passed away. How long has it been?
I mean, he was still grown.
Okay, what's that? He's 32. I'm like,
yeah, he was still grown. Or like, that's what I'm saying. If we ain't got a relationship by now at 32, sir, there's no need for you to make no public statement. I don't even know you.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Nevertheless, Quincy ain't even respond because he already know he doing too much.
Yeah, exactly. What was that, Mr. Shore? What was that? Oh, okay. Let's go back into the Love show. They posted those pictures on purpose because right now they didn't have to post anything, but they are posting those pictures of joy right now on purpose. On purpose.
Yeah, there's definitely questions about what happens next for the rap mogul.
More money, more problems.
According to reports, Diddy's still stateside, his passport intact since he's not been charged with a crime.
And Diddy has essentially unlimited funds to defend this case, and I expect him to litigate it very aggressively. The defendant has a right to a speedy trial, but defendants often waive that right, so they have time to review the evidence and prepare their defense. If Diddy waives his right to a speedy trial, he could potentially push the case out a year or more.
We're going to be talking about this for a year or more. It's going to be in summertime and next summer. And we're going to be talking about this trial. Is that why Mr. What's his name? Mr. Dang, what's his name that's in jail now?
Young Thug?
No. The same person was sleeping with them girls. Oh, dang. R. Kelly. R. Kelly, that's why his trial took so long, because he waived his right to a speedy trial, because it took at least 20 years to get him.
It took 20 years because they weren't trying to get him.
Yeah. Until somebody kept knocking at the door and putting these tapes out here, because
the women put out Surviving R. Kelly. That's what happened. Surviving R. Kelly got so much attention that they was like, we got to do something.
And that's what it happened on with Diddy as well, because they had to know some sex trafficking was going on somewhere. Like, where did they get that evidence from? They pulled it from that argument that Rod said. And that's when
I think he said something about in Cassie's lawsuit. She was like, he forced her to do things.
A long time ago.
But I think that's where it originated from, where it said sex 10. I don't know if we say that word.
Yeah, but that was a while. I guess they had to go, because it's like as soon as Mr. Rod, like a couple of days later, that's when the raid took place. You would have thought they would have did something when Cassidy put hers out, because then Mr. Brother Love probably done pulled all evidence and cameras.
I'm just giving a shout out. Can somebody find Foxworth Bentley?
I know. We've been looking for him all weekend, and he ain't
story interview. We want to know what it was like. You know, all these artists that Diddy done had, they all say, "Oh, he was bad. He took their money," but nobody has said that he essayed them until recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that whatever Mr. Bentley says, it's going to be the truth.
Yeah, we've been looking for him all week though. We posted.
Does he even post?
Do what?
Does he post?
Remember, we looked at his page and he posted something from Freaknik, but then he did. That was it.
He ain't got nothing to say.
He ain't got nothing to say. Everybody's looking for him.
I gotta go to her. I gotta go to his wife page, see if she got any subliminal messages in there or something.
I want to see his wife because I don't want to judge.
Well, Google it. Who was he married to?
Let's see, Farnsworth Bentley. What is his real name? He was dressed dapper though. He really did his thing. I love the way he dressed. All right, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. She's pretty.
Oh, it didn't take you long to find her.
Oh, I mean, it's called Google. It's called Google. You see her? That's who she.
She got Instagram, so we need to be on her page. See if she giving us anything. Got 2 kids.
Yep, got 2 kids. He looks. He don't look as. Hold on. He look older now. Oh, he look different.
Let me see. I can't see.
I'm about to pull it up. Look at, he got the little dab belly going on there.
Yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing because he has a whole new life. So even if he was his concubine,
10 years,
he not gonna say nothing. Like I said, some people will take their stuff to the grave.
Well, he is taking his because he looks happy-ish.
And not about to.
She looks familiar.
He don't want to put it out there, and his kids grow up and see what he experienced. So he not telling.
No, he's not gonna talk. He'll talk if he is subpoenaed. If any of that come, he would have to talk then.
Oh, you ain't gonna subpoena me because I'd be like, oh, it didn't happen. Know nothing about it.
He's 47.
I'd be up there like the man. You know, I'm just, I can't remember nothing. Like, no, what he said, I'm just so high. Y'all got some water?
Oh, I was like, she do look familiar. She is an actress, his wife. She was the girl from White Chicks. The girl from White Chicks.
Oh, okay. Oh, he married to her.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's in the industry.
Of
course he's not saying nothing.
What's her name? Fonay?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
She married
Oh, yeah. She's married to him. Been married to him since 2010. They got 2 kids together.
When did he stop working for Diddy?
You got me going down this goddamn rabbit hole.
I'm just trying to make sense of it.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back. It says the 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And gone by the middle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And why did they part ways?
I'm not the detective. I'm still trying to figure out. Let's see what he got. I know he got some more comments on here. Nope. Nobody must not be looking for him. 3 days. Yeah. Well, let's go into that. We'll go into that later when they part ways and give you the tea and low down on it. We'll go into that. Tomorrow. Let's
study that.
Huh?
I'm gonna study that and find out what happened.
He definitely stopped working for him before Cassidy and them started dating.
Mm-hmm.
There was no overpass there. Who was in between? Because
she quiet too. Why she over there with Ben Affleck?
Well, she needs to be quiet because her career is going down the hole. Like it is. Like that whole thing she did, and everything. Everything she did with the her movie. She wrote that movie and all of that. Her show is her 15 minutes are about to be gone. Well, she done had 15 years. It's about to be gone. But yeah, she quiet. Let's get a timeline together. So we'll see. We'll do a timeline.
Okay.
Because I don't know when they
what else you got in your TikTok thread?
Oh, this was a good one for you. Oh, hold on. I gotta show you this. I gotta show you Mr. Take That over the weekend. Nobody hold me down. Oh no. I need to work on that. Keep on moving.
Dancing, laughing, seemingly without a care in the world. Over the weekend, Diddy was spotted having that dance party for one at the same Miami estate raided by the feds just 5 days earlier.
Oh, he went back home?
The father of 7 also broke his silence.
Yeah, where you supposed to go?
Huh?
Where you supposed to go?
I thought they was flying to Antigua or something.
Oh, I guess they didn't go. I don't know.
Really? He went back home.
Mm-hmm.
He waited until they dirtied up everything. Then he went back. I thought he was going out for spring break. That's what he was saying. That's why he was on the jet, right?
Change plans. Once y'all done blew my week, I don't want to go no more. Allegedly.
No.
Maybe I need to destroy some stuff right now. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know.
No. Something else is going on. Something else. Oh, we didn't get into Bootsy Badass. We got to go into him in a minute. Let's go.
Silence on social media, posting these photos of his 17-month-old daughter with the caption, quote, "Happy Easter from Baby Love." Diddy's 26-year-old son, Christian, who was handcuffed and questioned during the LA raid, also posted for the first time. He says, quote, "Stop with the caps," which is slang for lies.
So Diddy has 2 homes in Miami. I don't know which one he was in. I don't know which one he was. So he's had a home in Miami for years. For years, he's had his home in, they call Hollywood Row, or something, Hollywood, something, not Hollywood, but Star Row or something like that, where all the celebrities stay. He's had one of those homes for years. And then he recently purchased another one in 2021. So maybe he stayed at the other one because they raided the one that he's been in for years. They raided that one. So maybe he went down the street and just stayed in the other one.
There's a whole public.
And they said, which is a surprise because most people can only really get one. And Mr. Diddy take that has 2.
Relations side of this. Diddy is going to want to put up a front of an innocent person. And sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Right now, investigators are going through the evidence that they seized. What they're really looking for are videos of the alleged sexual abuse. If prosecutors have that information, we're talking about days or weeks before Diddy is charged. He may go to prison for the rest of his life.
Take it like it's a championship fight, and I'm ready to go.
Of course, Diddy's lawyer called the raid and allegations a witch hunt, but the Department of Homeland Security maintains they believe that there is a disturbing history of sex trafficking and are responding to concrete, detailed, explicit allegations. A surprising person weighing in on the Diddy investigation? Longtime hip-hop rival and incarcerated Death Row Records co-founder Suge Knight. He offered some ominous advice from his prison podcast, Collect Call with Suge Knight, where he is serving a 28-year sentence for voluntary manslaughter.
28 years. Good.
Pause. We done got out of hand with letting people do stuff in prison. Why do he got a prison podcast?
Because it's Suge Knight.
No. He doing 28 years for running somebody over. Why do he got a prison call podcast? What is going on here?
He calls from prison, and he calls probably same time we do, 8 o'clock.
And he go over the hot topics.
And he go over hot topics. And he go over
y'all inmates. Now y'all need to get with it. If you can have a podcast, have you a YouTube channel, he probably got more followers than us. Got you a YouTube channel. And
they go on TikTok Live. They be on TikTok Live, them prison people. I be scrolling at nighttime.
But this is why if somebody done something to me, I would just have to unalive them. Because you're not gonna go to prison and have a good time. You're not.
For free, you ain't gotta pay no
bill. You're not gonna pay no bill. You got a cot and meals and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. I gotta take you out.
Yeah, you got all of it. You got all. I'm telling you, you never seen them live on TikTok?
I have, but this just threw me a little loop when they said from his prison call podcast. Like, this man got a job.
Yeah, he sure do,
and he's getting a check. He getting a check while he in prison.
He do. I'm gonna have to tune in and listen.
So just think if you are the family of the person he ran over and killed. Unalive. I apologize. Unalive.
Yeah.
So now I got to steal a Ray Ray in there for you because I don't know what else. You living a good life.
You not sending little Ray Ray into the Suge Knight. Little Ray them ain't going into the Suge Knight.
Guess what you can't do in your sleep?
He probably has prisoners watching out. Not prisoners. He probably have guards watching out for him. He is up the chain up there in that he's living a good life. He is living the good life up there in prison.
Yeah, that's horrible for the person that he murdered. I mean, the person he unalived, family, that he is over there living good, eating good. He look good and healthy.
Ain't losing no weight.
Ain't lost no weight. Got a podcast calling people like, yeah, Diddy. I hope Diddy be all right now. Like, what? Let me hear what he had to say.
Yeah, this same thing. What's the name? Do BMF, Big Meech? He call in and give help tips for the show BMF. Yeah.
He ain't enough for killing somebody, for unaliving somebody. Allegedly.
He's not, but we know. Okay.
He may have in his past to kill people out, allegedly. But he is not in there for that. I'm saying that if you took my loved one's life and now you sitting up there chilling with a podcast on social media, I would be furious.
Yeah.
You should not allow them to do them type of things. Like, if you in there for life, you unalive somebody, you should not be able to do any extracurricular things. Stay in yourself.
Yeah.
I need you to cry.
I agree. But this is what he said.
I tell you what, Puffy, your life's in danger.
Do we have an AI of him? Did you see that?
Exactly.
AI?
What was that?
Did you see the AI? I tell you what, Puffy.
It wasn't. I tell you what, Puffy. Your life is in danger.
Oh my God.
Because you know the secrets. So you know they're going to get you if they can.
Diddy's longtime friend Nick Cannon has also entered the chat. He shared on his Council Culture podcast he feels divided.
I don't know how to feel about that. But as a friend and a brother, I want to defend. Sometimes you just say, I'm a reserve comment.
Oh, did you hear that?
What is that?
Friend
No
and a
comment?
brother, I want to defend. Sometimes you just say, I'm a reserve comment.
He said he gonna observe the comments?
Yes, reserve the comment.
I mean, you
No.
should only defend if you feel like you haven't experienced any of these things in
But
person.
if you was there and you saw it,
it is different. You can't defend. But if somebody told me that every time I see Mama C, she's stealing from me, I'll be like, no, she not. No, she don't be stealing from you. I don't believe. But if I was there while you were stealing, then I may be like, she stole from you. Like, so if you want to defend, you would defend if you know that you need to.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And he don't want to say nothing because he don't want the cameras to go to him. Well, the camera's already at you. But here's the thing.
Can you pause?
So he stood up for Kaepernick. He stood up for him. I mean, he is known for standing up for people, but you don't want to say if you was at the party and you didn't see nothing going on wrong. Why are you not saying anything? I'm sure he's been to a Diddy party.
I'm sure he has too, but he don't want to stand up and then they turn around and they be like, charged with 18 counts of ST, and you like.
But quiet on set. So quiet on set. Remember quiet on set? When them people, Dwight's, was charged, they had people coming out the woodwork, sending letters, talking on their behalf.
Well, you know, with the other set of people, a lot of them like to pray on your downfall. So, you know, it's like
you're nobody to somebody.
Nobody there for you. Because you're right. If you the Dwights, they is definitely going to defend. If you come for them initially, they are going to be backed by everybody. They are going to be saying they're great individuals. I can't believe that you think they would do this. Even if they get tried and sentenced and everything, the people just fall to the wayside. But initially, they gonna raise money for them. They'll raise $600,000 for their whole case and everything. We just don't stick beside each other like that.
We don't because Epstein, people came out for him. The movie person, what's his name? Little short bald headed man. It started about a Me Too movement about that man. The movie person, I can't remember his name, but people came out and spoke out for him. But nobody spoken out for Diddy. Nobody didn't speak out for Mr. Cosby. Nobody spoke out for.
I spoke out for Bill. I said that Bill didn't do
it. You wasn't there. Was your mama there? Because you wasn't there when that happened. You was too. Okay. So
well, Bill Cosby, I know. On TV every week. Would not have done it.
That's not Heathcliff Huxtable did not do that. Okay. But Mr. Cosby probably put some calm in them drinks. He probably put some allegedly.
That was in back then. Like, yeah, let's party, sprinkle. Like, you know, they knew what was going on. The Jello man would not have done that.
Who man?
The Jello.
No, the pudding pot man, Fat Albert, he did not do that. But Mr. Bill Cosby, okay, he may have did that. Okay, Heathcliff, Dr. Huxtable.
But see, nobody on there said anything. They didn't have any stories.
Felicia Rashad. spoke up for him.
What she said? Oh, she spoke up for him.
Yeah, Felicia, Miss Rashad, she spoke up for him, and she spoke up
I'm
for
saying
him.
that nobody said they had a bad experience as far as like
nobody in the head cast. Now, so I watched a documentary on it on Prime, and there was some people who that worked on the show said something about it. They were, I don't know if you remember the lady who was pregnant, and I think her name was Mrs. Fauna something. She had a weird name, but she was pregnant on the show. And she was doing crazy things. Like she was just crazy. She was just doing stupid things, but she spoke about some things. I'll find a clip and we'll talk about it tomorrow on that, about that documentary. But she spoke about it. So some people did, but they wasn't like not Rudy, not Theo, none of them. Miss Felicia Rashad, she did speak, and she spoke for him. She didn't never say nothing happened between them. So yeah, I don't think Dr. Huxtable did it, but Mr. Bill, maybe. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Maybe.
I've been, but I when he said it was what they said, the 70s, 80s, when was it?
It was the 70s. It was the 70s.
I know that they was doing drugs back then.
Yes. Yeah.
And they was coming home with him, and he was like, "You want to have a good time?" And he sprinkle. And then they waited 50 years to come out.
And that's my issue. Like, why wait so long to come out? And then it was like 62 women. If that first woman would have said something, maybe we wouldn't have got to 62. And I understand.
Well, he did have one later on. I was gonna say, did he stop in 80s? But no, it was the one that triggered it was somebody that was
current.
Down the line.
Yeah. So, but I know you said people think about their career, but all those people who spoke out, all those women, they didn't have this massive career. What career were you protecting? You should have been protecting your sister, who you could have stopped somebody else from going through this if you just would have spoke up. That's my thing. Speak up.
I speak up right away so that you can prevent this from the next person. It's like, even if you think that it happened to you and you got away, you still, that's why I say Aaliyah parents should have been arrested, because if they would have said something, that would have did it right then back in 91. But instead, y'all let him secretly marry your child, your 15-year-old. And
did they secretly get a divorce?
They secretly got annulment because she wasn't legal.
And he was married to old girl Drea, right?
He hadn't met her yet. She came in as a backup dancer later on, and that's how he met her. But initially he was hired to assist write Aaliyah album, and he's spending all the time with her, buying them matching outfits. His manager or assistant or bodyguard or whoever said that Aaliyah was pregnant, and that's why he married her. But
there was no baby.
No baby. So, nevertheless, nobody did anything, and they continued to let him. But Damon Dash also say, like, I wanted to protect her. He also say that Jay-Z was trying to be with her underage.
I think Damon is trying to get some fame back. He was there. Was he not part of her career? Damon Dash?
He was in love with her.
So he was trying to get some young booty too, because he is the same age as the rest of them.
Well, he say he had started down the line. He say they were getting into a relationship when she died.
No. No. He said he was in love with her. When did she passed away? She was still young when she passed away.
She was 20, right? When she had 20, like 23, 24 or something?
He was in love with her when R. Kelly was doing that stuff too. Like, no, she was young. You was in love with her when she was young. You should have said something. You knew what was going on as well. Let me stop. Okay, let me take this little video, and then this is Boosie Badass speaking out.
Okay,
on Diddy's behalf.
I ain't never seen so many black people happy for a nigga downfall. I don't hear none of them niggas who was at Diddy's shit toasting with that champagne every year, having speeches with, man. Ain't nobody speak up for this man or nothing. When you're on top of the world, it's a celebration. When you're on the bottom, it's a denigration. This world fucked up, bro. I had to learn that. Make it make sense, though, bro. Like, come on, man. All y'all motherfuckers used to have them champagne glasses over with them suits on for all these brunches and all this shit. Nobody got nothing nice to say. All these colleges got millions from this man. Ain't nobody got nothing nice to say. I'm just saying, though, all them damn friends he used to have all these years, these athletes, these entertainers, entrepreneurs, putting their glasses up with him, toasting, listening to his speeches. They probably knew, bro.
They probably knew, bro.
Shit done hit the fan. Ain't nobody trying to say nothing for this nigga even, bro. Damn, but if you're a friend, you're a friend. Yep. Yeah, thanks. A friend, you're a friend.
Well, they ain't friends.
It's still allegation. Until the facts come out. But a friend is a friend. A friend with you right or what? All wrong. A friend is a friend, bro. None of them wasn't his friend. You still hug your friend.
Yeah.
Even if you knew what was going on, a friend is a friend.
Yep. I agree with him.
Friend is a friend.
I agree with him 100%. I never agreed with Boosie Badass as much as I agree with him today. Like about that. That is 100%. A friend is a friend, and they was come out and say something. Hey, we praying for you, bruh. Anything. I think Snoop them on their podcast, they was telling him to call in. Snoop, Fat Joe, and it was another person. They was like, man, tell him to call in. Tell him to call in. Bro, he is not about to call in to y'all. But anyway, they said something too. But like I said, you are guilty and to pay your way innocent. And he has long
money. He got plenty of money, so he could pay his way innocent. But one thing about it, if in case the story of the liquor company is true, then they will make sure he goes down.
Yep. Because they got long money too.
They got longer money.
Yeah.
If he made that amount of money with them, they have longer money.
Yeah.
No.
They'll probably make sure he sign off on the contract that they want to stop whatever he doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we will keep up on it. We definitely gonna keep up on the tea. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my family.
Make sure you subscribe, like, and share.
Until we meet again. It was one more video I wanted to tell you. So I gotta show it. I can tell you. So they are the row houses in Baltimore. They are selling them for $1 for the residents there. They're trying to fix up the row houses in Baltimore. So there are plenty of row houses in Baltimore, and a lot of them are vacant.
What are row houses?
So have you ever watched The Wire?
Yeah, back in the day.
Those are row houses. They it's like the townhouses that stuck together.
Like brownstones.
Brownstones, yes, but they're a little different. They're a little different than brownstones. Brownstones are a little bit better. But there's something like that. And so a lot of them in Baltimore are decapitated. So they're trying to fix them up. And so the city owns a lot of them. So they are trying to sell some of them to the residents there for $1. Then if you're a nonprofit, you could pay $1,000. if you are investors or anything else, I think they're trying to sell them for $3,000. But the goal is, if you buy them, they want you to fix them up, and they don't want to make them regentrification. Which, I mean, you may want to read.
What do you make them? Like, so I fix it up, and then what am I going to do?
Send it to rent to somebody, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anybody who will rent in that neighborhood if it's not regentrified. Remember the neighborhood that you had a business partner with who redid the home in the West End? Mm-hmm. Made it $1 million home, and it took forever to sell because of the area. That is the area. That is the area.
They dropped down to 600.
Yeah. That is the area that you will see in Baltimore. Lord C. I remember as a younger girl, he taking me to some friends that he knows who they bought one of those homes, row houses, and they redid it. They invested money into it, and it's beautiful now, like gorgeous home. And that home has been in plenty of magazines, and that house has also been on The Wire. So it went back and they did some filming on it in The Wire. So what they did, they purchased the house probably for $2,000-$3,000, and they got a loan to redo the house. And so it's like a mortgage they pay on it, and it's a beautiful home. There was 3 floors, beautiful wine cellar.
Nashville, when I went to Nashville, a lot of their homes they have redone, and it's like 3 levels. Mm-hmm. And they've made them into Airbnbs, but they doing gentrification. They're not trying to. Not do
so you may want to look into them homes in Baltimore just with the mass.
Is there $4? I'm trying to buy it out.
You can get it for $1 because you're not a Baltimore resident.
You don't know any?
I don't know. No, I am.
But I can make a nonprofit and pay $1,000.
Yeah, you have to make a nonprofit, but I'm sure you have to have a nonprofit for a while to pay $1,000. But you can pay the $3,000, get a couple of investors, pay the $3,000. But the thing, paying the $3,000, where you gonna get the money to fix it up? That's where it comes in.
You can get you a private money lender.
Well, let's do that. 2 Black mothers is buying a home in Baltimore. All right. And we're gonna put it on Airbnb. We have to put it outside the hood though. We try to get the one on the end.
The one right before you turn the corner.
Yeah. Try to get the one on the
end. Can we come down and pick ours? You know, we don't want you to give us anyone.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, them Baltimore homes, they're beautiful. I remember as a little girl going there. My uncle had one of the row houses, and he had a club in his basement. And on the weekends, he will open it up, charge people to come in, have a bartender and everything. He had a club, and the kids will be on the second floor, up all the way upstairs on that floor. I remember that as a kid. But I also remember going to Baltimore, and they have rats the size of my head. Big ass rats in Baltimore. Yes. Big.
I've never been to Baltimore. I need to go visit.
It is just another city. It's just another city. I would suggest people to go to Baltimore to see the Blacks and Wax Museum. It's a museum that I go to a lot when I go home. It's called the Blacks and Wax. But will I ever live in Baltimore? I would not. I would not live in Baltimore. If I had to move back home, it would be in Prince George's County, where I'm from. Baltimore, no. It is The Wire. True. 100%. But we'll talk later. So we'll talk tomorrow, y'all. See y'all tomorrow on Taco Tuesday or something. Peace.